Hey guys, Fayon here, and today I'm going to run through a tutorial for the low bridge rotation. So the low bridge rotation is something originally from Capoeira, and when I first saw it I thought it was going to be completely impossible for me to do it. No way. But over the last few months I've been trying every second day to practice this move, and I have a few cool progressions and tips on how to perform this. Let's go. So an important part of this move is how to use your hands correctly. On your hand there's this meaty bit here which is called the pisiform, and this is the bit which actually you rotate on. If you just slap your hand down flat you kind of get stuck. So if you come over here to the wall with this media part, you can practice this motion by just rotating your hand like this. So the way you can start practicing for low bridge rotations is just by using the wall. Basically we're going to rotate on this pisiform on this wall. So starting with your back to the wall, put one hand on the wall like this, rotate around, sweep the other hand back, join it to touch the other hand, come back over, and you're done. So two common mistakes with this is one, when you try and rotate, instead of rotating around, you might just go like this and back. Feels a bit clunky. Instead, you rotate on your palm, you sweep this hand around, join it, and that allows the rotation. Another mistake is you put your hand on here and then it ends up flat. So keep your fingers off and then rotate on that pisiform. So when you first start, just find your own distance at the wall at a height that's comfortable for you. So you might have to start really high up like this, reach around and just start getting the motion, and then once your mobility starts getting better, then you can start reaching a bit lower like this. Remembering to push your hips high up into the sky. Once you start nailing down that move, then you can get down into squat on your tippy toes, and you can do it on the wall. So what you got to do is you got to push your knees forward. So put one hand on the wall, push your knees forward so your weight's in front, rotate and come around. Now one of the biggest things holding you back will be your mobility. Now I prefer the diagonal stretch for the lower body because this really opens up the front side, including the hip flexors, but it also conditions the knee and the ankle. For the upper body, there's a lot of tools out there, but I really like the elevated bridge push-ups. I really find that this helps me target my upper spine and then also helps build strength in that range that I'm trying to get. So you see me here performing it elevated on a bench. You can choose a height that just suits you, that will help you get the stretch. So once you start getting pretty good at the wall and your mobility starts opening up, then you can take it to the floor, except it's a lot harder here. So here are two things that really helps me build up the strength for this position in the low bridge position. So the first one is this kind of rotation hold, and I'll show you it now. So basically, go forward, push your knees forward, reach back, and then just hold this position. You can also try and start reaching and holding this position as well. So basically, that's like a low half bridge. And then the next one is a low bridge hold. So I'll show you it here. So you can start lying like this, bring your knees here, hands back, push forward, and then you hold this position. Trying to really push your hips up to the sky. When you're on the floor, you gotta put one hand back like this, push your knees forward, and then this elbow comes out. So you rotate on that palm and it comes out. When you take it to the floor, don't forget what you learnt on the wall. Only place down onto your pisiform and try and rotate on the outside of your hand, as you can see here, on that midi bit, and that's what really helps you set into that groove and rotate freely. So once you start building up strength in that low bridge position, you should be able to piece it all together, and it should look like this. Where it may go wrong is if you don't get your weight on your front of the foot enough and push your knees forward. So basically, if you push that weight forward, then your hands should start feeling light. If they don't feel light, they'll start getting heavy, and if your hips also drop too much, it might end up looking like this. What you got to do to avoid it is really push that weight forward. So I'm pushing my knees forward, putting my hand, it's light, and I come all the way around. So I hope those tips helped you. They really helped me in getting this move. And if you have any questions, just give me a shout. Thanks.